Okay, guys, I'm just doing this quick while I'm able. Um, and because you need to know the raw reality of how I feel. And I know it's been a while, I've not been very well. Um, so it turns out, firstly, why I'm doing this right this minute is all day I've been waiting for wheelchair services to come and fix my wheelchair because the caster wheels are not going around. They're the front wheels of your wheelchair. So you've got two at the front and then the two big ones. Now the two at the front steer where you're going, so they turn. But when they're not going around, it actually really stops your wheelchair from fucking moving. So after being in circles, I flipped the wheelchair and tried to turn them. Now you should be able to, like with any, like a scooter, bang down the wheels, like really just give them a good push and they should rotate really fast. I get if they don't rotate very fast, but not rotating at all right now. So the left one, no fucking budging, and the right one, slightly budging, but still. As you may remember, this is how this happened with a knife because I was trying to fix that. You don't get taught maintenance, you just get given a wheelchair. So you don't get taught how to clean it, look after it, what you should be aware of, what you should look out for. You just get handed a wheelchair, off you go, bye. So being a NHS funded kind of thing, because it's half NHS, half private, they're supposed to still maintain and fix my wheelchair, which they haven't been doing. So I eventually managed, after stabbing through my face, to get an appointment. We've done some alterations and ordered parts, which are still not here, and it's been 3 months. Now the hardest part is I had to phone today and say I cannot push my wheelchair, I cannot walk because I have one leg, I cannot use crutches because my left leg is right now in a sexy boot, which I will attach a picture of in a moment, as I have a bed sore which was infected on my left heel. So the reason you haven't seen me for a while is I've not been well. Plain and simple. We all know I am a medical miracle, and how I'm still alive is crazy. We'll get to that at the end. However, it turns out 1.5 years ago-ish, I had an angiogram. And they said then that the smaller veins in the left foot are not getting the right amount of blood. I have to be careful. Any infection could mean amputation straight away, or we can leave it until eventually it gets no blood and then it goes. So either way, it's on the chopping block, we just don't know when. And then I get an infection. So I feel like shit, I'm on antibiotics and have to go see the surgeon. So I see the surgeon says, well, we did question back in 2020 when we did your angiogram, or 21 could be, God knows with timing and COVID, with your angiogram, we did question whether your heart was beating strong enough to pump to the legs, etc. But because of your age, which I hear all the time, because of your age, that can't be true. You can't have this, that and the other because, well, you're still quite young. I like that answer, that I am still quite young, but it turns out heart issues, kidney issues, fucking any issues do not pick somebody's age. And this is what winds me up with reading from a book. We're not a book, we're all, not a number, we're individuals, and every person is different and their body will react different and their treatment is different. So now I'm having chest pains and my heart's going too fast. It can sometimes cause it hard to breathe and it hurts to talk. So the videos have had to go on away late, while one, I get all sad and mopey, and two, while I try to breathe better. They then gave me angiogram spray to try and help with that, and I'm waiting to see the fast. Basically, I had an ECG a couple of weeks ago, and literally today the doctor's phoned and said, oops, we're putting you into the fast response angiogram, the cardiology fucking response people. So I should get an appointment pretty soon for checking into what's going on with my heart. Which, can I just say, means my heart's pumping way too fast. So it's struggling with jobs such as transferring from chair to bed, or any, if I've got to push up a hill or anything that's a bit more than what I would normally do, of pushing the chair or walking, if I can, is making my heart go too fast, which we don't want. The issue then is when your wheels don't go fucking round, you are pushing like all of your might to move. It's like moving square wheels and literally pulling myself through the house on the furniture, pulling with the doors, everything to get round. Which is causing my heart to race even more, which is causing more chest pains, and I'm probably going to have a stroke by the end of the week. And I'm really sorry, I shouldn't joke about that, for people that have gone through that. It's my sick sense of humour which gets me through all of this, and I do apologise, actually, that was uncalled for. I know I can edit these things out, I'm well aware, but I want to give you the rawity and the truth and how I am and how my life is right now. With me as well, when I get one infection, it spreads. So I'm on antibiotics, which I have been on now for the last 2 months, hoping that some form of antibiotic will do something, because I really, I've had so many antibiotics, unbelievable. That will be a cold caller because nobody else has my number, my house number, so ignore that. So now I'm waiting for a call because I have just called the emergency call out phone for wheelchair services, because they are now short, to say who the hell is coming to fix the wheelchair that does not go round. And let's see what happens. Otherwise, this weekend I will be bum shuffling around my house, which will probably polish the floors pretty well, because I have quite a big, large arse, and the nappy and everything. So actually might work out in my favour, thinking about it. Maybe I won't get the wheelchair fixed. So I'm not happy, Bunny. It's why I've not been on for a while. We've not been very well. I apologise, and you need to see the good as well as the bad and the ugly, which is usually what I present. So keep informed though, because I have to admit, I had the funniest moment with, I had a smear not long ago, and it turns out, because I have a tilted cervix, I kind of have to lie on my side and lift up my leg, which is really hard because there is no leg, and keeping up a stump is harder actually than keeping up a leg, because your stump just wants to twitch and do its own thing. So then the nurse is trying to hold twitchy, while the doctor's trying to get the spatula. And anyway, he asked me if I was a virgin, and I was like, I'm sorry, no, I'm not a virgin. I'm single, but I'm not, I'm not active, but I'm not, Anyway, I even said, previously I was married, I had a wife, I had children, I'm not a virgin. And then he went, oh, you're a lesbian. And I was like, yeah. And he said, so you are a virgin then, really? Like, have you ever slept with a man? And I said, yes, I have. I am familiar with that disappointment. He then left the room, and he then came back with a smaller spatula, thing and did the smear. Afterwards, he said that was the smallest petite vagina he's ever seen, which I then said, could you just get my mum? She's in the waiting room, please. You know, she helps me with my care and getting dressed and all that stuff. So he goes and gets her and he brings her back in. And I said, can you just tell her what you told me? And he said, yeah, that is in my, you know, entire career, and he is an old guy, you know, that's the smallest petite vagina I've ever seen. And my mum just turned and looked at me and said, don't you dare put that on social media. And I was like, I'm not being funny, Mum, but that's the first time the word petite has ever been used about me. So I'm proud of that, and I'm putting it anywhere. I don't care if it's a petite nose, petite ears, but petite vagina, that's something to be proud of. I also have petite ears, apparently. Not too sure about that, but the anaesthetist who put me to sleep not long back for my leg told me I had beautiful eyes and petite ears. You know, why it's such a random thing to tell people, I don't know, and why tell them, what's the urge? But anyway, so hope you guys have a great Jubilee weekend. Think about me bum shuffling around the house, and talk again soon.